Company planning to build a new sports entertainment complex on the south side of Corpus Christi is making a new presentation to the City Council tonight. Brian Burns is here now with the latest on this new proposal. Brian?
Joe, SQH Sports and Entertainment hopes to bring a $30 million sports complex to the site at Weber and 286.
SQH hopes more investment and a higher rental agreement will convince council to approve the project. The complex will be a tournament-quality multi-sport complex, which they hope will attract 200 to 300,000 visitors to the city each year.
The city's asked for a hike and bike trail that's open to the public. We're covering the cost of that. The city's also asked about road development, which we're covering that cost as well.
The company is also proposing to pay the city $50,000 a year for the property, and council members seem positive about supporting the new proposal.
So I really think that it would be a benefit for this area if somebody can actually build us a very nice sports complex.
SQH officials hope they've answered past concerns and questions from new city council members. Council is expected to vote on the project at next week's meeting.
SQH officials tell me that if council approves, construction on the new 200-acre complex could begin in 6 to 9 months. Joe?
Ryan, thank you.